Hi, welcome back to Old Dog Minis. Today I'll be painting the bookcases from Avalon Hill's HeroQuest. If you like what you see, hit the like button. If you want to share it with someone else who might like it, hit the share. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. And let's get on with it. Thanks for watching.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Well, I took one look at these and realised my usual method of details first, background last was not going to work at all. The bookshelves themselves are so overladen with little details that it really was going to be impossible to actually paint them without mucking up anything that I'd previously painted. And given that I decided to go for opaque fanatic paints for the books themselves, I figured, oh, well, if I make a mistake, the opaque paints will actually cover those mistakes. So yeah, this time I'm painting the background first and then narrowing the attention as I go along. Again, I've sped this video up by 8 times instead of my usual 4. It's otherwise it really does take way too long, even at 4 times speed. These bookshelves took an hour or so to paint, and it was too long. So I've sped it up quite a bit, but I don't think it really matters. It's not something that is terribly exciting in a lot of ways, but like most furniture, not as, I don't know, for whatever reason, it's just not as interesting as characters or monsters. But I do find they make a nice change, and they can actually be sort of relaxing. I picked up some Victrix minis recently, marketplace barrels and sacks and treasure items and things like that. All these weird and wonderful things for their pillage game. And when I get tired of filming, I will pick one of those up, stick it on a paint handle, and just paint a barrel or paint a sack. And it's like, yeah, there you go, tiny little sacks, there we go, awesome. So I do find them quite relaxing when I just want something simple to paint. Obviously, the idea with this is to add to your immersion when you're playing HeroQuest or any other game that you wanted to use these for. I'm filling in the details now. I've finished the actual bookshelves, the wood, and I'm just starting on other details. I'm painting the paper with Pallid Bone. Now when I actually got to painting the books, I wanted multiple colours, and as bizarre as it sounds, I wanted them to be as random as possible, so I got a die, a 6-sided die, and started rolling it to see how many to skip after painting one. Crusader Skin, just finishing off the last of a parchment there. Wanted it to look like human flesh. And here we go, rolling a dice to see how many unpainted books to miss with the 4 colours that I picked. Now, these 4 colours were all from the Jean Blanche Masterclass sets 1 and 2, because I think they're great colours and they gave me a variety. And basically by rolling the die, I'll skip that many blank spines until I get to the next one. And again, not terribly exciting, but the end result is certainly pretty good. Now, while I'm painting this, I wanted to talk about some of the other YouTubers that have also helped me along the path. One of them would be Dana Howe. Now, she's a bit of an odd one, but don't hold that against her. She's a pretty good artist. She actually came into it from an art background, and for a long time had never even played a lot of the games that she was painting the minis for. But she's changed that now. Another guy who's worth watching is Mediocre Hobbies. I find some of his stuff is pretty good. Peachy Tips is also another useful source. I do have a post that I put up a while back about with the addresses for a lot of these people in it, so check that out if you get a chance. In the meantime, if you're after any of the gear that I'm using here, I've got links to them in the description below. If you use those links, it'll give me a small commission and it won't cost you any more money. The links for this particular video are for the UK store. The previous one I did on benches was for the US store. Normally it would be for the Australian store because that's where I live, but I thought I'd make life a little bit easier for some of my overseas viewers and give the links that were to their local store directly, rather than having to push more buttons to get where they wanted to go. Now, in this particular one I've used Vallejo brushes. The previous one was golden maple brushes, synthetic brushes, because they work better with speed paint. I often find myself using little rubber grips that I bought from Game Envy to help with my carpal tunnel when I'm painting for long periods of time. I certainly find it helps me to be a bit more comfortable. We're almost done here. Doing some touch-ups after I finish the last of the John Blanche paints here. Make all the bits where I accidentally painted over the wood. Just touching it up quickly, and then we end up with our final result. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of it, even if it was just sitting in the background and you were painting while it goes. And hopefully I can encourage you to do the same. As always, don't worry if you're not great. These are not the best things I've ever painted, but they look alright. They certainly look good from a distance, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'll catch you next time. Bye.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.